Jordan, English. You called old, but there's no value. It ain't no sort of vintage, and it ain't Henny for the homies when I say that you're poor in spirit. Jordan, English. I will fuck your bitch raw and finish in no more than minutes, and I still make her come so hard she started talking Simlish. Bro, Georgie different. The type of show that I put on dread is called a clinic. When I pop, I open cans and we ain't talking spinach. My mind's electric. I'm tried and tested. The win rate been staying at a high percentage, but this one been a head scratcher, bro. So I'm like it's lice infested, because a lot of people thought I get stuck on English. What the fuck am I? Dyslexic? Boy, I'm landsliding. I'm move mountains. Who that's it? Rest in peace, Malik B, but nothing dead about these roots, nah, kid. Yeah, I hit trees. But bro, I don't do Charlene. The style like the middle of a Venn diagram. Why? Because it's too rounded. And they say I got no stripes, but a bro tiger, where the whole time I stay ahead with a fire. That's Ghost Rider, no liar. The club can't even handle me right now. Bro, I'm flow rider, cash flow higher than a pro. Why? Because I'm a provider, so try to stop watching my pockets like an old timer. You fucking old timer. And they say the old's cool because he old school. I'm old school too, old is cool. I'm old school like a score for a 3-5. Mixtapes with a B-side. Saturday papers containing a TV guide. 40p buses, 40p buses. Chips to the seaside. Boy, I'm old school like buying pirate DVDs from a Chinese guy. I'm old school like dial-up and phone calls. When I'm in the ring and landlines, you ain't connecting. I'm old school like David Beckham in A Famous 7, a young devil being raised a legend. This is my raison d'etre. To put cunts like you in a vacant stretcher or a double birth grave that was made to measure. I'd say I'd cremate the fella in flames and effort, but that's a wasted venture, cause trying to burn through you fat cunt, that would take forever. And it ain't even a funeral here today, my brother. This is a coming of age for me. And I'm so glad that we could celebrate together. But the thing is, I got sweet 16s and fam, you come up one short like a Kane Signetta.
Let's go. Go old, round one.
Ready?
Do this.
You're next to nothing, no second coming. You're the saviour of what? They look at you, expect you to pave a way for your crop, compare you to see. But whether you're like Major or not, I wouldn't take it as props. A couple years ago, we had the biggest names on the block. The innovators were gone. You tried claiming their spot. We're left with carbon copies. Imitators who watched. You mimic greatness. But somehow creativeness dropped, you lack the minerals. Now I'm back, hold my beer, you fucking rat. Only surface once the coast is clear, yeah they rate you. But to me, you're a gimmicking clown, a novelty act, who's tricking the crowd, you won't fool me. Your image, I figured it out. You're like King Edward VI. You're not fit for the crown, I don't want to hate these new guys. I was trying, he kept it fresh. But the truth is, I ain't seen no one impress me yet. If you're the class of 2020 and you and Yannick's the best we get, then you are the best in your class. But that class is special ed. I've seen trying to build rappers, but now he needs roots to build his league. But how's he gonna do that when all I came to do is kill his seed? I mean, roots, seed, it's not the best bar, but it sounds tough. Plus it makes sense. He needs roots to start from the ground up. It's a cold murder. You get random chilblains, so numb. You won't actually feel pain, cause I'm a different kind of guy. I catch and kill prey. If you're the 2020 killer crop, I'ma have a field day. I must admit, Georgie, your timing is clever. It's almost like it's a setup. I bet you watched Don't Flop declining with pleasure. They lost Tony, Shotty, Dialect, Censor. A couple years went by. Look who decided to step up. It's Georgie Roots, aka Mr. fucking title contender. I'll let you pretend that matters. But all I can think is, hasn't time changed? Wow, I mean, that's like me having 500,000 friends on fucking MySpace now. I'm calling it time.
Let's go.
Alright, go. Boy, I really ball all over, like trying to catch emotion. I'm cold, current, and deep. Bruv, I'm the Atlantic Ocean, a new titan at this. It's just a fact I'm chosen, I can't hide that I'm sick. I ain't Chadwick Boseman. And you got people calling you a GOAT. I am not convinced, Dredd. Well, you the guy known for beating soul. You ain't showing none since then. CG, I know your image fake. You on screen playing, boy, it's been a habit. Cool curtains on a tough guy act old. You ain't ever really cinematic. Let's be real. You project a lot of fear to sound dramatic, but when it's showtime, we know guys like him just play a character. Ain't it amateur? I'm a lead role and bro's a cameo. I'm shouting catch me if you can. Like, you know, DiCaprio. No, Leo, I ain't lying, star. Go ahead, take a close inspection. I learned loads of lessons, now I really live my dreams. But it's no inception, no exceptions. Every bar light, the writing's on the wall, and it's so fluorescent. Boy, I'm really stuck on my grind, I'm like a load of resin. And you had like 10 years in this. And I can't quote a single thing that you have written, but I'm the new addition. Came out the blue to kill him like a tumor hidden. Everything I do is different. You are the newest victim. I get old dudes warring through their middle age. That's feudalism. Gee, you should listen. If I'm loose, I'm switching. I take your boo from you too quick, you'll lose the chick, and I get her in new positions. Kama Sutra shit. Wait, the way your baby talking to the dog, you think she's Stewie Griffin, cause you've been slipping, running through the thick and getting caught in the rough. Now on routes, you tripping. They said I couldn't match your experience. What are you the sickest? Cause I cross any cat in my path, I ain't superstitious. For you to beat me, I'd have to throw every round like they do in discus. You can barely speak, bruv. I could be illiterate and I'd still be abusing English. Rowan's a fucking Roman for setting this up. And it's like you're trying to stop the spread of Judaism. Because, bruv, you writing for me? That's Christ carrying the cross to his crucifixion. Damn.
Cool, ready? So you champion this guy, like this is your new heir. So you root for Roots, till I do a number on him in Roots Squared. Oh, there's already been a Square Roots bar. So, who cares? Bitch, I say what I want. He gets all angry like, you double dare me? Your mother's scary, her mother's hairy, the underwear she walks around the house in is customary. She gave birth to this pale you. You look like you've been dunked in dairy. But you're Earth's new poster boy, his only choice. But you're not exactly Gemini, so they can act like you're the savior. The truth is, they're telling lies. Your looks are more suited to radio. It's easier to conceptualize, but maybe you could be the face of his revolution, because it won't be televised. You can't stand proper with bad posture. I bet half your fucking back's missing. I bet every time you get out of bed and stretch, you look like a fucking hatched chicken with that face. with that face, even when you ain't catfishing, you're catfishing, because no camera could capture your pretty side from that distance. Bro, how are you, of all people, gonna call Yanif a circus attraction? I mean, the only trait of his that's worse is his accent. You got a face that screams restraining order. The only thing you give a bird is harassment. If looks could kill, your bitch would die from allergic reactions. You said to him, I got battles in my first year you could never earn or imagine. I'll make you wish you took that back. Make every word a redaction. Because if you had to earn Frost, is that even worth the transaction? Because after I battled Frost, I went home and never mentioned a word that it happened. I watched your battles, and everything you said was a lie. We all bend the truth, but yours are the exceptional type, so I can't forgive you for using inaccurate wrestling lines. You said Yanif looks like Kane without the mask, and 20 years ago, that would have been ahead of its time. But have you seen Kane without his mask? He just looks like a regular guy. You said, I'll kill him quick, he can't die late. Followed by a punch about eyes. I take it you've watched that back and realised how dumb that was, right? I mean, imagine a doctor in ICU. He's usually a punctual guy, but a patient flatlines and he gets rushed to their side. He's working on him for 4 hours. The patient doesn't survive. The doctor, artisan whines, looks at the nurse like, fuck, that's the time. He died late. Now I have to cancel lunch with my wife. Half your shit's illogical. Are you purposely trying to dumbfound us? I could give examples all day, but let me give you a rundown, cuz. You said you can smell fear through pheromones. What? Like a fucking bloodhound does? All your efforts to make rhymes fell by the wayside. The moral is, if you fact check it will save time, cause pheromones are odorless. Unless you're a canine. I mean, yeah, your music stinks, but I wouldn't exactly start smelling a bass line. Time.
Good, final round.
That was fucking boring, bro. Right, listen. They say old can really break a battler down. Nobody holding a candle. I think it's fitting something so rand would have so many angles. I mean, you came here looking like the white version of E.N.S.G. Type to get flashbacks to his school changing rooms. Call it PESD, you fat nerd. You don't command a bit of respect. I bet bleep tests used to give you visions of death. I'm surprised you even came to fucking battle. I really didn't expect you to take a break from World of Warcraft and fucking piss in your bed. Cause I'm a fiend, my bro. Everyone been in the know. Fuck gun bars, dread, I ain't even needing a chrome. You wanna go right now, old? We can just go. Cause I got my arms and my legs. Call me Nina Simone. But you're so fucking feminine. I'd feel bad if I start beating you, bro. Because your testosterone levels, well, they must be freakishly low. You look like you spend every night crying and eating alone or calling Babe Station just to breathe in the phone. You reek of piss, you greasy prick. Trust me, it's crazy. If I scraped a bowl down your back right now, it'd probably fucking fill up with gravy. What the fuck is wrong with your voice? During puberty, you should have been harshly beaten every time you started speaking in the hope that it would partly deepen that nasty squeaking. You sound like the cunt from Ali G who let Martin Freeman fill his arse with semen. And I got sweet rounds, something like Campinos, cuz I stay high, rolling. That's casino funds. Don't act bad. Gee, you ain't ever seen no slums. You look like you sniff lines of Doritos crumbs. Fuck it, time, bro, let's go.
Let's go.
So you appeared on Beast Anglia. Yeah, you did. I've seen it. So
I am Beast Anglia, bro.
Thank you. Nice one for clearing it up. So, yeah, ready? Because you appeared. Yeah.
Oh, I appeared. Yeah, let's go. So the bar's going to be about appearing.
No, not even. Shh, shh. So you appeared on Beast Anglia, and they thought your battling was ill. You outshined on a shit league. They started gassing you for real, and that's not your fault. I don't begrudge you. You were clashing for the thrill, to up your status and appeal. I battled on Red JSD. I know exactly how you feel. These fucking newbies, they don't know how hard I had it. Have you ever battled Gibbo? Under a bridge, trying to spit bars in traffic.
No, I haven't.
Despite what you think, battle rap's not all money and bitches. Being a star has baggage. Have you ever performed in Birmingham?
Yeah.
Then had to sleep in a car with pamphlet? Have you ever been to an event with Villain? You're both waved on liquor. A fan walks past. He makes eye contact, then turns to his mate and whispers. They walk over like, "Excuse me, can I get a photo?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." Strike a pose like we're some famous spitters. To the fan hands me his phone like, "Excuse me, mate, I mean just him. But is it okay if you take the picture?" And don't get me started on In 2013, he said I could battle someone from the States and shit. He didn't tell me there'd be a fucking 8-year waiting list. Now back to Beast Anglia. Again. They are the sole reason I hate newbies. Never in my life have I watched so many battles where I'm like, who's he? I'm all for progressiveness and trying to start a new leaf, but you, man, you're like a fucking dub scandal youth team. Your 8-year words challenge was nice. I'll admit, you're not one that I'd expect to kill it. Your progress was wicked, but I had to work through lockdown, so I did too and left him with it. Now 16 bars ain't a lot. That's something you can pen the quickest. But you basically dropped an EP. You spat 16 bars for 11 minutes. So you being the newcomer of this year ain't an accolade to chase. You're not established as a great, Take this mannequin away. If you battled in my day, you'd be average and plain, but I guess the forum said he's the best. So who am I to challenge what they say? There, you're a messiah. Here, you're someone to be made a martyr. Do you know how many weird people that place has harbored? I'm sure some members are good for debates and laughter, but you're one deep fake away from being David Masters. When I found out I had to battle you, I was fucking shaking in my boots. I called he didn't pick up. I started pacing around the room. I'll have to tell Rowan I got corona. What can he say to that excuse? So I ordered a test kit online and I scraped it on some fruit. And as you can tell, I didn't have the heart to cancel. So I wrote my bars at work and I prepared in the break room. Thanks for making this a classic. It's been a pleasure to face you.
Let's go.
Don't catch it, bro.